Let's Vámonos.
Hi, my name is Joanna Lopez, owner of Texas Premium Financial Services. Are you looking to start or grow your business? Need help managing your finances? I know it can be overwhelming, and that's why I offer CFO services to help make your financial goals a reality. As a CFO, I provide guidance in developing and executing business strategies to ensure that your finances are in order. I bring expertise in accounting, financial strategy, budgeting, financial reporting, and risk management. I specialize in helping small and medium-sized businesses, including startups and early-stage companies, by providing essential advice tailored to the needs of your specific business. Please contact us at 832-990-0403.
Hey everybody, we are live. This is Let's Vámonos Live. We've made it. We're a little behind. The rain caught us off guard, y'all, but we're excited to be here. So thank y'all so much for joining us today. And we are so thankful for our sponsors, Texas Premium Financial Services. If you're not familiar with them, go follow them on IG. They do wonderful work for small businesses, whether it's taxes, whether it's CFO services, whatever you need for your small business, payroll, they can do it for you. So thank you so much, Joanna with Texas Premium Financial Services. But we're going to get to it because we're excited. We got a lot shared today. So as y'all know, I am a Berry Fab ambassador, and I'm super excited about that. You can get your chocolate dipped strawberries any day of the week with the Berry Fab with our wonderful Adriana. Sorry, I got a lot of Andreas in my life, and I'm also moving a little slower, y'all, because they decided to do an update, and I'm like, how, when, what, and why? Like, why did they do this to me? So let's get this going, though. Okay, cool. We're gonna get right to the trending topics, or excuse me, not the trending topics, the community events. We love Spacecity Birria. Oh, the fans are already on. Love it. Thank you so much for joining us today. Yes. All right, so Shop Local Market, as y'all know, is every Saturday and Sunday. You can go to Shop Local Market at the Houston Farmers Market this weekend if you'd like and join them. We really appreciate all the support that y'all give them out there at the Houston Farmers Market. As a reminder, our community events today are sponsored by Shop Local Market, where you can eat, drink, and shop local anywhere in Houston. We really appreciate them. And if you're not aware, Shop Local Market has also indoor events here at this location where I'm at right now, sitting here at the Cargo Vintage Ladies, Pink Couch, 711 Milby Street, inside the Cameron Ironworks building. You can shop at the local Saturday's indoor market this weekend, every weekend until the summer, until they decide not to do it anymore, which I don't think that's going to come anytime soon. But yeah, so that's a great opportunity for you to come and check us out here. Shop Local here in the Houston area. As a reminder, Shop Local Tuesdays and Wednesdays. If y'all missed it this last week, no worries, you can catch it next week. Shop Local is at Axelrad every Tuesday and Wednesday night. It's a night market. I know it's been hot. I know it's been kind of crazy, but it's okay to be able to kind of cool down during the week at a night market, have a cerveza, have a drink, and also support the local community. We're going to get right to it as well with our wonderful other additional events that are going on this month. So we have a couple of cool special events regarding mental health that are going on this month. This one is, well, actually, did this one pass? What's today? Okay, it hasn't passed yet. It's tomorrow. So tomorrow, July 7th, from 7 to 9, the No Retreat Mindful Muscle Pop-Up. This is from Men's Mental Health Awareness. If you're a guy, want to get more in tune with your mental health, come join 82 Purple, Mindful Muscle, and also Sandcastle to talk a little bit with other men regarding mental health. It's a great safe space to do so. I specifically was very excited to share this event because this is something we don't talk enough about, which is mental health for men, giving them that space and opportunity to be able to kind of talk about these things. There's their schedule. Go check it out on 82 Purple. They will have all the info there regarding how to get your tickets for tomorrow if you haven't done so already. All right, next event that is coming up, which is Young Readers HTX, July 22nd. So some of y'all know Amanda Salinas is behind this event with Bright and Blossoming. We're going to have her on the pink couch this Saturday. It's going to be a special feature. We're doing 2 interviews this week, y'all, so this is going to be a special feature with Amanda. We're super excited about that. We're excited to have her on and talk about her business, talk about this new market that she's planning for the summer for these young readers. So stay tuned for that. We really are looking forward to all of that as well. Last event for this summer, or for this month, excuse me, which is also mental health related, is Melanin Minds. Melanin Minds is doing a mental health conference. There's going to be panels, there's going to be workshops, there's going to be networking, there's going to be community events. This is a great opportunity to kind of connect with the community. This is specifically also for Latinos, our Black community, you know, people who struggle with mental health. We don't have the resources all the time. This is an opportunity to find some of those resources. It's an opportunity to connect with people who know. And as y'all know, I'm a big advocate for mental health. You know, I do encourage y'all to seek help if you need it, and also to be a part of communities that also want to bring awareness to that as well. So July 28th through 30th is a 3-day weekend event. We'll be talking more about it again as until the event shows. Next event, which is going to be super cool. So if y'all did not know, Let's Vámonos actually did a market last year for National Latina Day. We're doing one again this year, August 20th. Save the date. Shop Local Market, Let's Vámonos, and our wonderful partners, Houston Latina Collaborative, are coming together to do this really Latina empowering event. It's going to be free for the community to come in, but we're going to have vendors, we're going to have music, we're going to have food, we're going to have cervezas, you know, all the wonderful things that we love here in Texas. And so definitely save the date for that, and you'll be able to get more details as we share them as well. So I just realized last episode, I did not share this segment, and I wanted to do so. So this is a new segment that I'm doing. So listen with Desiree. What am I listening to? So right now I'm listening to 2 podcasts. One of them is Studio 1017. I'm not sure that's exactly how they say it, but that's how I'm saying it. So 1017, Studio 1017. They are, they are having a wonderful podcast to promote Latinos, to give the opportunity to kind of share also the community as well. They bring on guests. It's a great podcast. It's a little different format than I do. So I really recommend watching it because they're really cool. I enjoy watching and listening to them. So that's why I'm recommending it. Another podcast that's Latino, that has Latinos in it, is Thrive in Life. I was actually one of their first guests on there. Go check out that episode. Not just because it's me, but because they do some great topics on there as well. And so we really we had a great conversation and enjoyed the guests that are on there. And just the topics that they share. Yes. Thank y'all so much for joining. I see y'all on Instagram. Thank y'all so much. So no further ado, let me take some of this stuff off real quick before we get started. And again, thank y'all so much for supporting us being on here. And I do see a chat. Oh, that's my father-in-law. He's on here. Love this. Thank you, David. I appreciate the support. We'll put that up there. Let's see. Okay, let's take this. How do I take this caption off? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. Okay, give me just a second. We're going to get this situated before y'all, I got all these things going on here. Okay. We got this. They decided to do an update on my platform here, and now I'm like flying blind almost to some extent, if that makes sense. All right. Okay, so we're going to start talking about our trending topics, and so we're going to bring on our guest, our wonderful special guest today, which is Humberto Martinez. So come on, Humberto, come on down, as we like to say. So we're going to talk about our trending topics. Say hi.
Hey guys, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for the invite.
Yes. So let's see who we got. We got some people on here. See anybody you know? Let's see. There's a lot.
Oh, I see a couple of my customers. Shout out to RS Photography LLC. I'll see you tonight for Loteria, buddy.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about that real quick. Actually, I had that on the to-do list. So before we talk about the trending topics, let's talk about that Loteria, because I wanted to talk about it really quick.
Yeah.
But I saw that y'all were having that. And let me pull it up here. Let's see. Oh, it covered your face. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so tell us a little bit about this Loteria that's coming on tonight, which is Thursday. This is Thursday, so if you're watching this right now, this is a great opportunity for you to possibly win some money.
That's right.
So tell us about it.
So Loteria started because in the middle of the pandemic, we were looking for ways to attract customers downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Right, downtown was a ghost town when it normally is vibrant and full of people walking.
Yeah.
And I said, how can I bring people down? I've got to give them a reason to come downtown.
Yeah.
And then I saw that the Market Square Park had a bingo night, and that was pretty successful bingo night.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? As Mexicans, we have
Loteria.
the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But it's funner.
Yeah.
Right? And I decided to, at the time I was trying to partner up with a bunch of local businesses around downtown, but nobody wanted to, be a part of it. They didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So I just started, instead of partnering up with them, I started buying like gift cards from restaurants. I started buying tickets to the alley theater, to the opera. So that way when people win something downtown, they have to come back downtown to enjoy that, right? And hopefully they come back and see us again.
So do you have to have a ticket to be a part of this Loteria? How does it work?
No, so it's first come, first serve. It starts at 7:30, but it does get pretty packed because it has just blown up the past few months.
Awesome.
Besides to just getting there early.
So yeah, get there early if you want to come. Well, I'm so glad. Thank you for talking to us and sharing. I wanted to share that was part of the community events, but I wanted you to specifically come on and talk about that. So let me pull this graphic off real quick, y'all, and then we'll start talking about the trending topics. But we really appreciate y'all's patience. And again, chime in when y'all have questions. Let us know. Drop them down below, and we'll try to get to them as soon as we can. But did you see the trending topics on my page?
I did not.
Okay,
so
good.
I'm a little nervous.
Good, because I always, I keep them out there. They're public, obviously, but we want people to we want our guests to be a little bit like, I did not know that. I did not see that.
Well, you got me there.
So let's pull up the graphic that we have. So the first trending topic that we're sharing today, which is actually a little, keeps doing that. Let me do this. There we go. Is IG has put the threads out. Have you heard about that?
I have no idea what that is.
Okay. So the question that we put out there was, are you going to join Threads? If you do not know what Threads are, I'm going to share with you what Threads is. Threads is a new platform that IG has started that is similar to Twitter. It is going to be kind of a competitor of Twitter, but it's another way to connect with your community. It's going to also directly through IG, so it's going to have like a connector. So they don't necessarily, they can find your Thread account through Instagram. So it's been trending right now, especially if you're in the tech community or into social media. And so we asked our supporters out there, are you going to join? 29% said yes. 57% said no. That's a lot, y'all. And then 14% said, sure, why not? Right? Because there's some of us that are FOMO, right? We don't want to miss anything. So now that you know a little bit about it, though, do you think it's something that you might be interested in doing? I'm putting you on the spot.
I have a lot on my plate already, as it is.
Yes, right.
Having to keep up with Instagram, the restaurants, right? Other social media outlets. I'll put it this way: if it's something that really takes off and everybody starts jumping in on it, we're gonna have to jump. We're gonna have to jump
in on it
we're gonna
too.
have to jump in.
Are you on Twitter already?
I'm not on Twitter.
You're not on Twitter. Okay. Awesome. Well, I'm on Twitter, but I'm not like an active member, so I was like, this feels a little bit safer for me. I felt like it felt a little safer. I don't know if it is going to be safer per se, but we're going to see how it goes. I did join y'all, so if you want to, you know, follow me or whatever on there, I'm on there.
On the threads.
On the threads, yeah. So next trending topic is, do you watch soccer?
I do not watch soccer.
You don't watch soccer?
I don't. Look, I used to be a big sports fan.
Okay.
Before I became an entrepreneur.
Okay.
All right. And I used to run fantasy football leagues. But after I became an entrepreneur, I had absolutely no time.
Yeah, there's things that kind of fall to the wayside, right?
I love it. I absolutely love it. You know, and I just can't keep up with who got traded.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that per se. But what we asked our supporters was, did y'all see Gold Cup games were in Houston this past week? So did you know that?
Yes, I did know that.
Okay, so that was the question. So you're still in the know.
Yes.
50% said yes. 50% had no idea. So there was some really big games this past week. I believe. Let me see. Honduras won. Unfortunately, Mexico lost, but they weren't. I don't believe they played here in Houston.
That seems to be a trending thing.
Yeah, it's not real good for us Mexicans that are supporters. Cuba also won, which is interesting, and so there was a big a very diverse soccer community out this past week, which is really cool. While people were watching the Astros game, the other people were watching other supporters of the Soccers were out there watching soccer. And I had no idea. Gold Cup is a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, and I was like, it's here in Houston. Yeah. So I thought that was super cool.
So for that weekend that the Gold Cup started here in Houston, it was actually my birthday weekend.
Oh, okay.
So I decided to give away tickets to that Sunday game.
Awesome.
I set out a challenge, right? First person to come to the restaurant, wish me a happy birthday.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Did you have like a line?
I had 3 people waiting for me there. But man. one person was there like an hour before.
Oh, wow.
So she really wanted the tickets, or she just really wanted to wish me a happy birthday. And I'm going to go with she really wanted to wish me a happy birthday because that makes me feel special.
Yeah, that's super cool. Well, let's go to the next trending topic. Let's see here. We got any comments going on? Somebody said, I'm on the fence about, probably on the threads. Advertising dude said, I'm on the fence.
Same, buddy.
And somebody said, Cuba won? Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, next topic. So, this one's a little controversial, I guess you could say. So, J-Lo is getting backlash about alcohol brand Lola. So we asked our supporters, why? Tell me more. People always hate me, right? So are you familiar with this brand that she has going on right now?
I have no idea what that brand is.
Yeah, so it's like a spritzer brand. It's specifically targeted for, I think towards women, probably, most likely. And let me give you a little bit of hindsight of why they're throwing some hate, I guess some shade at her. Obviously, she's married to Ben Affleck, who was a former alcoholic or a recovering alcoholic, possibly. I don't know if that's like legit, but you know, that's what they've said, right? And also, she doesn't drink. She's not a big drinker. So they're like, why are you trying to sell alcohol? So I'm kind of more on the why are we hating on something that she's just trying to grow and build her business and create multiple sources of income?
Right.
Like, as an entrepreneur myself, I'm thinking, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
I mean, I gotta side with the people that say, people always hate?
Yeah, people always hate me.
Because, I mean, there's a bunch of celebrities that have alcohol endorsements.
Yeah.
This is just another one.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of those other celebrities also have some skeletons in the closet, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
we've all had. I think it all boils down to more so we've all had good experiences with alcohol and bad experiences with alcohol, right?
Yeah.
And so I think when we start trying to say, oh well, if you don't drink alcohol, you can't do this. It's like, well, I don't. I've never been to Italy, but I make spaghetti and meatballs all the time, Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you start putting people in these boxes and making restrictions. And honestly, who am I to say? Who am I to say she can't do that?
She'll do whatever she wants.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure if there was somebody else in that position, right, they would do whatever they wanted.
Yeah. So, you know, like I said, the haters always be hating out there. But we appreciate the feedback from y'all. If you ever want to chime in on our trending topics, you can find them Tuesdays or Wednesdays on IG Stories, and you can chime in on there and also chime in with us here on the live as we talk about them with our guests. So we really appreciate that. So thank you so much for sharing that little bit of insight with us regarding the cheesemint. I call it the trending cheesemint. That's maybe what I should call it, trending cheesemint.
I like that.
Yeah, versus the trending topics. But that's what's going on out in the world right now, supposedly. We don't always, pick the right ones, but sometimes we pick ones that are a little bit more, spicy.
Once I get the people going.
Yeah. We want to know what y'all are interested in. So if you ever want to share a trending topic, send it my way. Slide into my DMs and we'll talk about them. We'll see if it's something that I can share, possibly. we won't get too spicy. We try to keep it light and fun around here for the most part. But we're really happy to have you on here. We're really happy to have you as our guest. And we're going to share a little bit also about how we met. I'm going to share a little bit about that as well. So thank you, Humberto, for joining us today here at Let's Vámonos Live. We're sitting on the pink couch. If you're just joining us today, we're inside Cargo Vintage Ladies here inside Cameron Ironworks building, 711 Milby Street. If you ever want to check it out, come check out the pink couch. We're here 24/7 pretty much. If they're open 7 days a week. But let's talk about how we met really quickly, and then we'll jump into the fun fact.
Yeah.
Okay. So I had my first opportunity to go to Latin Restaurants Week this past, 2 Mondays ago?
Yep.
2 weeks ago. And this was new. I've never been to Latin Restaurants Week, never been to anything like that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to check it out. And they did a presentation for small businesses that were winning grant money from Feed the Soul Foundation. Now, I had been to Black Restaurants Week just the campaign before, which was, I think, back in February. And I didn't get to see that part when the specific event we went to. So being a part of this event, seeing my community earn the grant money that y'all did earn was like, wow, that's a big deal. Like, for me, I was like, that's so cool, right? So you were a recipient of a $10,000 grant from the Feed the Soul Foundation, which congratulations on that. That was just awesome. It was so inspiring. And you shared a little bit about your story as well, or they did as well, about how you progressed. And I was like, I need to have you on the pink couch. I was like, this is a great opportunity to have you share some of your story, to also share about what the great work Feed the Soul Foundation is doing for Latinos as well, and then also in partnership with Latin Restaurants Week, which is it already started actually. Yesterday was the first day, July 5th, but they're going all the way till July
21st.
July 21st. And you're part of that as well, right? You're part of the little campaign that's going on. Yeah, so that was super cool. I was excited to be able to meet you, to connect with you. But before we get into more into that, we want to know about the fun stuff. So we always ask our guests to share a fun fact about themselves. So do you have a fun fact that you would like to share to our supporters out there regarding something about you that maybe people wouldn't know right off the bat?
Yeah.
What would you like to share?
A fun fact. It's kind of embarrassing. Okay.
Oh no, nothing too embarrassing.
But you know that movie trailer voice guy?
I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Right. The guy or the voice that presents all the movie trailers. Yeah, I can do that.
You can do that. Oh, so we have a talent.
I can be. If any studios are watching, I can be that movie trailer voice guy, especially for some Latino shows or
voiceover
some soap
work.
operas.
Voiceover work.
Yes.
I love it. Can you do any of it right now?
I knew that was coming.
You don't have to. I'm like, you don't have to. I don't want to put you on the spot just yet.
That's fine. We can do it. We can do it. A lot of people, some people are watching, right? And I already said it. I can't put myself on the spot and then not deliver.
For sure.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
You're watching Let's Vámonos live with Desiree Claus and Humberto Martinez.
That's good. Yeah, I love it. I could totally visualize it. I could totally be in there.
Right.
Now, next stop, Marvel. Next stop,
Right.
DC.
La Rosa de Guadalupe.
There you go. We'll have to get you out there. You're going to have to start applying for some voiceover work. But thank you for sharing that with us. That was so cool. I always tell Andrea, who's behind the scenes with me right here, I always say, I never know what they're going to say or do or what. And so we're like, that's the best part.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to be boring, right? And be like, oh, well, I like to play sports, right?
Yeah. Like,
everybody.
Yeah.
Right?
Everybody.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you get that a million times a day, right? What's your best thing? But,
yes.
I figured that's a nice little
a little fun fact.
Fun fact.
Something creative. We are in the creative realm right here, so we definitely encourage it. But let's talk about all the things we're going to talk about today. So, in the midst of you sharing what you did share with me at the Latin Restaurants Week, it was just so inspiring. But I know everybody doesn't know your story. So share a little bit about that background of how you got to Spacecity, Birria, Tacos, and more. Like, I know that wasn't your first entrepreneur endeavor. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we opened up a restaurant in October of 2019, right before the pandemic.
Okay.
We poured all of our life savings into it, and we really just dove into it.
Right.
Unfortunately, due to the pandemic and other circumstances, it just did not move through.
Right.
Right. So in the middle of that, I said, "Let's open up another restaurant."
You're like, "This one didn't work, but that's okay."
Yeah. Right. Because you got to buy when you got to buy in, right?
Right.
When
I know how the saying goes, right? When the cost, or what is it? When the stakes are high.
Right.
When the stakes are high, you got to buy in.
I doubled down. Right? Okay. So let's open up another restaurant. Did not work during the pandemic either. Right?
Oh.
But this was almost 3 years, right, of pouring everything that we had into it and getting nothing back out of it. And finally, in August of last year, I just couldn't do it anymore. 3 years of motivating everybody, including myself, to get out of bed. This is going to be over. It's going to be over.
Yeah.
And I just finally gave up.
Yeah.
But I feel like I motivated everybody around me just enough to where they were able to pull me across the finish line.
Yeah.
Right. I gathered up my family, my friends, the landlord of the building, and I said, "This is it. Thank you very much for all your hard work, for all your support. We just can't do it anymore."
So you're ready to throw in the towel.
100%.
Okay.
And everybody, including the landlord, said, "Absolutely.
Oh wow.
We cannot let you give up. This pandemic is already in the rearview mirror. The best is yet to come. You just got to hang on a little longer."
Yeah.
And I've been hanging on a little longer for 3 years. I can't do it anymore.
Right.
And my family came together, and they said, "We're going to do everything that we need to do together to help you out." The landlord said, "Humberto, I'm here. Whatever you need. How long do you need to get something else going again?" I said, "I don't know. Give me like 3 months." He said, "Done. I'll pay your rent for the next 3 months."
Wow.
And I'm like, with that kind of support, how can you give up?
Yeah.
Right. At this point, I wasn't even doing it for myself anymore. I was doing it for them.
Right.
And I was just so thankful to God for all the blessings and people He's put in my life. And I didn't want to do it. That's right. I didn't want to do it. I was tired. I was broke. I was not motivated.
Probably beaten down a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And, I lost a ton of weight. People were like, "Oh, you're doing so good. Like, what are you doing? Stress." Stress 100%. I would recommend it to anybody that's looking to get into shape.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And I said, okay, with all this support, right, I got a little bit of motivation, a little bit of fire in me. And that's all I need, really. I mean, once I get going, I take off full speed. I just needed a little bit of fire to get me started. And I started thinking, okay, we're downtown. The landlord's got my back. I don't have to worry about that big burden of paying the rent next month. Right. I've got my family behind me 100%. Time to get to work. Right. So I started thinking, what's going on around us? What can I piggyback off of? The Astros were having they just came off of a championship win. They were doing really well. They just came out with their Space City marketing campaign. Yeah. Everybody loves those jerseys. Yeah. So I said, okay, you know what? There's not a space-themed restaurant in Space City yet, which baffled me. Yeah. Right? I mean, we're the third largest city in America. Right? We're known as, that's the official nickname of Houston, Space City. It's got a bunch of nicknames, right? But the official one is Space City. Right. And I said, how is there not a space-themed restaurant in Houston yet? Wrote that down. The logo I actually designed myself. And I wanted something that can capture somebody's eye, whether they're visiting Houston or live in Houston. Say, I want that shirt. I want to represent for my state, for my city. And believe it or not, everybody. I had no idea, but people love the shirt. They love the logo. They buy it all the time at the restaurant. They ask for sizes. They ask for different merchandise. And I'm just completely blown away that somebody would want to purchase our merchandise, and that means the world to me. Seeing coming from absolutely nothing, really, to the early success that we found is just mind-blowing to me. And I wake up every day thanking God for this opportunity and how can I get better? But most importantly now is how can I get back to the community? That's my philosophy. How can I give back to the community? Just like we gave away those tickets to the game, so people can go out and have a nice time with their family. I'm looking for all kinds of ways of giving back. I love that. I really believe that we're blessed to be a blessing to others. There's a reason why a lot of people don't get blessed. It's because they ask the wrong way. People want to win the lottery because they want to go on a shopping spree. They want to spend it all on themselves. They want to get a big old house, and fancy cars. Right. It's all about me, right? They want to get a high-paying job because they want to leave the spouse. And it's the mentality that I think really makes a difference. Yeah. And I feel like I have a responsibility now. I have a responsibility to not only everybody who supported me along the way, but also to all of our customers, everybody who has shared something on Instagram, everybody, really our whole community in the city of Houston.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I loved about when you shared your story. You're very passionate about your story and about kind of the community and what you're trying to bring. And so I was very drawn to that. Also just drawn to like your pulling yourself out of where you were at. Because you shared that story and immediately I was like, what? Like, oh my goodness, I could not. We all go through our struggles, right? But when we see someone who's now at the top to some extent, right, or reaping the rewards, we don't know always what they've been through, right? So some people think, oh, well, they got it made, right? Or they got this money, or they did this, that. But you've seen the other side of the coin, right? And it's something that people need to learn about. One of the things you had also mentioned, because I love to read up about our guests. So one of the interviews that you did, you mentioned about how you also wanted to share your story because you wanted other Latinos in the community to kind of learn from some of your mistakes. So do you have some consejos or words of wisdom that you'd like to share, like regarding business owners who are kind of like, man, I want to start a business, but I don't know, all these things, right? Yeah. Any like one thing that you wish you would have known then that you know now?
So absolutely. When I first started, right, I wasn't looking to get into the restaurant. I didn't want to own a restaurant. Okay. I just wanted to own something, right? Okay. Like, I don't know, an insurance agency, a car dealership, something. I wanted to be at the top without putting the work in. And I think a lot of people made that mistake, right? They look online and they look at what side hustle they can get into or what can make them a quick buck, what can get them out of the 9 to 5. Yeah. And then when they get into those businesses that they know nothing about or very little about, and when the storm comes, when the trials and tribulations come, right, they flake out.
Yeah.
So my advice to anybody listening, to anybody that has a business or wants to open up a business, go into business in something that you're passionate about, something that you love to do, something that you believe in. Because when those trials and tribulations come, and they will come,
yes,
right, your conviction, your roots in what you believe, what you love, is what's going to keep you rooted in that business.
Yes.
Get you through all the tough times.
You're speaking to my soul right here.
Get you through the rough times.
Yeah.
And will make you stronger, will prepare you for the business owner.
Yes.
That you really had envisioned.
For yourself.
For yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I love that. You're absolutely right. I think we think that when we, as entrepreneurs, sometimes we're in this mindset, especially, you know, I always say I'm a Mexican. I'm not a Mexican, right? And so sometimes we go in, you know, blind. Like, oh, I just want to do it this way, or oh, this is my way or the highway kind of. But we need to hear these stories that, you know, you're gonna fail once, maybe twice, maybe more than that, to get to the point where you're at now. And so when you got the grants for the 10K, did you know anything about it? Were you aware?
So they were supposed to let the recipients know like 2 months ago.
To give y'all like some time to prepare.
Yeah. And when I didn't get the email, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed.
Right.
Because everything that, you know, we had been through, you know, that grant could really help us out in many ways.
Yeah.
But I never got angry.
Right.
I said, God, you know, I didn't get the grants. That's fine. There's probably somebody out there who needs it more than I do. Right. And bless them. You know, bless the people that give the grants. And we're going to continue doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
And that's how I took it.
And so that day.
And in that day, I'm getting ready to congratulate the grant recipients. Right? I'm thinking they already know who they are because, I mean, they were supposed to let us know months ago, right?
Yeah. And you're over here, he's over here having fun. He's wearing his astronaut helmet. I'm like, we're all taking pictures of him.
I'm over having the time of my life.
Yeah.
It was hot in that helmet, by the way. You know, when they called my name, I was just so overtaken with emotion, especially because it was my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And I was thinking, best birthday present ever.
Yeah.
But I was just so overtaken with emotion, and it just reminded me of how faithful God is. If you serve Him faithfully, Amanda's.
That is so true. I live in that mantra as well. I listen to the signs. I listen to the things. I had a front row seat there, so I was listening to your story. Yeah. You know, so I believe that. I always we chatted prior to about how people get on this couch, right? And it is sometimes God sent for me. Like, people are sent to me for whatever reason, whether it's to learn a lesson, whether it's to learn about myself, learn about my business, or to help other people also out there learn about themselves and their businesses and kind of relate to other entrepreneurs and business people in our community. So I think it's an awesome story. I'm really excited to see you grow and to see how you flourish. We do have a lot of comments coming through, guys, and I'm so sorry I haven't been able to get to them. Let's see what we got going on here. Sí, cierto, siempre luchando. That's from Reina Nani. Who is that?
Reina Nani. I don't know, but she says cierto, siempre luchando. Vamos.
Vamos. Okay, needed to hear that today, brother. Thank you. This Absolutely. Is my mother right here. Humberto earned that grant with all of his efforts. Come on, so he much. Preaching. Loving this episode. Yes, that's my girl Deborah. She's loving it. Yes. Yes. I'm so sorry, y'all, if I did not get to your comments up above. We'll try to get to them afterwards. But yeah, like, I'm so grateful to have you here on this episode. If y'all have any questions for Humberto, go ahead and drop them right now. Let's get some questions.
Drop them now. I'm here right now. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Exactly.
Ain't that right, Andrew?
Yes.
Come on now.
Yes. So we'll want to see what y'all want to know and have questions for him. But yeah, we're really excited for y'all to be here. Pa'lante siempre.
Pa'lante siempre.
Awesome. Yes, we really appreciate y'all being on here and engaging with us. We're just here to, spread the word. And we're speaking to my soul because y'all, some of y'all, it's one of those things, y'all don't know the struggles some of us go through. I'm sure you get it too, right? You've got great branding, you've got great things, and people think that because you have these things, you don't go through the struggles. And that is so not true.
Yeah.
and everything might look nice and pretty on Instagram and social media, but that's not always the case either. So as far as, let's see here, we've got some more great show. Oh, thank you so much. Happy Thursday, Humberto. The people want another location. What? Uh-oh, somebody's trying to drop some chisme here. Amazing story. Congrats. Oh, here we got a question. What's the hardest thing about leading a team? Oh, that's a good question. Thank you, Advertising Dude.
Advertising Dude, what's up, man? So what's the hardest thing about leading a team? I think the hardest thing about leading a team is leading yourself, like first as an example, because you have to be the one that gets out of bed. You have to be the one to motivate everybody. When you have no motivation, when you know the struggles that you're going through in your personal life, whether it's financially, in your relationships, in your marriage, with your kids, right? Still having to get up and lead a team as if nothing is going on, and motivating them to buy into your vision and to continue doing whatever it is you do. In my opinion, in my case, it's taking care of our customers and providing the best service we can. If somebody doesn't like the food, doing everything that we can to fix that. Whenever you get people, whenever you get a team that you can really sell them your story, and they buy into your story, and they follow you as an example, and you have a team that'll run through a wall for you, man, that is the best feeling in the world. Yeah. That is absolutely the best feeling in the world. But you gotta really kind of do that every day. Yeah. Every day people need motivation. Every day people need a reason to get out of bed. You have to be there for them just like they're there for you. Yeah. Yeah. And the sad part is, really sad, but it's part of our life, is that there's really nobody there for us, right? That's why I turn to the man above. Oh yeah, right. Because that's who's there for me. Yeah, the hope and the faith and the support. Yes, absolutely. I agree. Let's go to the next question. Good old Deborah, tell us about the day in the life as a restaurant date and night restaurant owner. It says, yo busybody. Yo busybody, which I know her as Deborah. She's a great friend and a creator as well, entrepreneur. So yeah, tell us a little bit about what your day in the life is like. Tell us, about a day in the life of a date and night. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Well, first of all, if you don't like to clean, you should not be in the restaurant business, because it's like we're always cleaning, always cleaning. But from open to close, right? When you open up in the morning, you have your morning meeting with your team. How's everybody doing today? And you can see that a lot of people are, maybe just rolled out of bed or don't want to be there, or going through something. Or maybe they had a fun night before. Yeah, exactly. Making sure that everybody is doing their job. Then customers come in, and you got to put on another smile. Hey, welcome in. How's it going? Right? Good to see you again. I have a guy named John who goes in there 5 times a week for lunch. Wow. He's been doing that for maybe since we opened. Like, shout out, John. Months. We don't know who you are, but shout out. John, thank you so much, buddy. I know you're not watching, but I appreciate you and your coworkers. Yes. Thank you very much. In the restaurant business, especially being downtown, there's also that fear of of somebody coming in here and doing something crazy, right? And I refuse to have like an armed security guard at the door just because. Right. I feel like you don't want to be. The thing is, we live in a day and age that we never know what could happen, especially in the 3rd largest city here in Houston, downtown. It's very, there's just a lot of traffic, a lot of things going on.
So I feel you in that sense. But I know you probably, like me, you know, we put it in God's hands, right? We do our best to be aware and do all those things, but you can't live in fear, right?
Absolutely.
Right. So I love that. We got another question. What's made in-house? Salsas, tortillas?
Okay, so if you want to have a successful restaurant, you got to make everything from scratch.
Ah, okay.
All right.
So that means tortillas and salsa or scratch?
Tortillas, salsas, everything in that place is made in-house. Before I opened up my first restaurant, right, I had no restaurant experience. I thought, okay, where am I going to learn how to run a restaurant, right? So I watched every single Hell's Kitchen episode and Kitchen Nightmares episode, Gordon Ramsay. And there's one thing that he always did is he threw out all the store-bought food or all the pre-made food that these people bought, and he made them make food from scratch.
Wow.
And you know, whenever they would relaunch, everybody would come in and they can taste the difference, and even I could taste the difference. You know, whenever I go someplace, and I know
if it's homemade or from scratch versus store-bought or manufactured.
And you know, because we don't have a lot of money for advertising and marketing, I mean, our budget's not that huge, right? How can we bring people in? And, you know, for me, the best form of advertising is word of mouth. Right? So if you have really good food, whoever comes and eat at your place is going to tell somebody else, and then they're going to come with somebody else. And it's just a chain reaction. So absolutely, Reina, please come and visit us. Everything is made in-house.
We got a message from Sonia Winfrey here. What's your favorite thing on the menu? What do you always recommend if someone doesn't know what to order?
Charro beans, straight up, 100%. I already know the answer to this.
Charro beans,
so
all right.
Anybody can copy us in what we do. Right, anybody can open up a taco stand and make birria or make tacos. It's not that hard.
It's not secret.
It's not a secret. It's not. We didn't rediscover the wheel or reinvent the wheel. But our charro beans, this recipe of charro beans, I have never tasted anywhere else, and it's the charro beans from my childhood. Right, when we used to go to quinceañeras. My family would make a big pot of these beans, and I didn't like going. I didn't like going to quinceañeras.
That's so much fun.
But I would go to bring home a bowl of these charro beans and eat them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Love it.
When Sonia, when you come to our restaurant and you try these charro beans, you will know that they're made in-house and with love.
I love me some good charro beans.
That is the best part, especially when the weather's like this. They're just they're spicy enough, and they're just so good. I see Tony Guerrero 74 is in here. Tony is a loyal customer of ours. Awesome. She can tell you exactly what she thinks about those charro beans.
Awesome. Well, that was a good question, Sonia. Yeah, I love charro beans. I know my mom does too, so we're gonna have to check those out. So we'll, Reina says, nice, definitely need to try. Yes, for sure. Oh, we got another comment here. Oh, this is a friend. Sonia, we have to go. Yes.
Sonia, yes, absolutely.
So tell us where you're located exactly.
So we are located, the address is 415 Milam Street.
415 Milam Street, okay.
Yes, we're about 6 blocks away from the Minute Maid Stadium. About 4 blocks away from the aquarium. So if you kind of picture where those things are, right in the middle. Easy access to 45, easy access to I-10. You know, we offer free delivery if you're within the downtown loop. Just go to our website on Google. Place your order. There is no charge. We don't charge for delivery for downtown. You know, whenever I order online, like Uber Eats or Grubhub, and after I go to my total and I see that total, I'm not hungry anymore. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna eat tomorrow. So,
no, I feel you.
You know, I really want everybody to try our food, so that's why we decided to do free delivery within the downtown area. So that way, whoever's in the area can get free food. We just ask you, it really is free delivery. We just ask you to tip our drivers because they do an amazing job of being out in the rain and the sun, ready to take those deliveries, and they rely on those tips. Yeah,
for sure. You can follow them at Spacecity Birria TM on Instagram as well, so you can find out all the the location, support them on Instagram, on their social media, follow them. We definitely would love for y'all to do so, to support them. Let me see if we got any more questions here on Instagram. No, just hey Frankie. Oh, that's somebody saying hello to they're talking within the...
You guys are having a full-on conversation in there.
Yeah,
That's cool.
They're having a party. That's okay. Cool. We really appreciate all of y'all joining us, though, today. We really appreciate Humberto sitting on the pink couch with us and sharing about his journey and his story. One of the things I do love that you are really trying to also kind of grow is the concept of community here in Houston, specifically through your business and your brand. Tell us a little bit about how we can help you grow that community. Is there something in specific, or is it just like following you on social media?
Well, like I said earlier, right, I feel like we have a responsibility as business owners to give back to a community that gives so much to us.
Right.
And in my case, not only do I want to give back, we have we just stocked up on a bunch of backpacks that we're going to give away backpacks to all everybody who needs a backpack to go back to school.
You're going to do a back to school backpack drive?
Yes.
Okay.
And we're not asking for donations. We already have all that stuff. We're going to be launching it in, I think, the first week of August.
Okay.
It just, again, we have a responsibility to give back to our community.
Yeah, I love that.
And as far as for me goes, if I could just inspire one person, just one person, to change the way they do business, if they're already in business, right? To motivate them, inspire them to give back to the community, or to be the kind of leader that your employees deserve, right? That's really enough for me. So how can you help us, Desiree, and Let's Vámonos? Just by simply, you're helping us already by allowing us to be on your platform and getting our message out there. And like I said, if we can make a difference in just one person,
yeah,
that's exactly what my purpose is here.
Awesome. And I believe so. We are definitely honored to have you on here. We know that we are definitely connecting with a lot of people here. Do not sleep on Spacecity Birria. No. Love it. That's from my mom. She's muy chingona this morning. Or this afternoon. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's made by Mari Cruz. I'm sorry. Made by Mari Cruz.
Made by Mari Cruz. Obviously, Mari Cruz makes something, so I'm going to have to check you out.
Yeah. Well, we really appreciate all of y'all out there. And as always, guys, we are so thankful for all the love and support that y'all give us out there. But let's vámonos. Bye.